Hey everybody, I'm JER, and I'm going to talk to you about... That sounded like an old thing to say. I'm JER, and today our video conversation is going to be about... I'm actually going to talk about how old is too old, is there too old, and does it even matter? My answer is... yes, apparently there is a too old for some people. And that age varies depending. And I am struggling with that. Like a great deal struggling with that. I am almost 32. I turned 32 in less than 2 weeks, right around 2 weeks, something like that. I don't even keep track of my birthdays anymore. I'm so old. But... like, I don't know, it was ingrained in my head that once I hit 30, I was basically dead. Nobody wanted anything to do with me after 30 in my mind, because that's like gay world cutoff, like 30. If you're on like hookup sites or if you're on like dating sites, it says multiple times, if you're over 30, don't contact me. Don't contact me if you're over 30. Yada, yada, yada. And... if you're old, don't contact me. But what is old? What defines old? And so I will look at a profile and it'll be a 25-year-old or something, and I'll be like, am I too old? I don't know what is too old. What is old? What defines it? And why are we cutting everything off at 30? Or it says 30, but have a nice body. If you're going to contact me and you're older than 30, be in really great shape. Okay? Wonderful. Great. Ah! It drives me nuts. So, yeah, I've been struggling with it quite a bit, actually. Not that I'm looking for anybody, but still, like... it makes you feel like you don't really fit in, like you don't have a place. I do see a lot of people that will be open to making friends with somebody that is older, and that's something that they're open to, and that's great. It's really hitting me hard, I think, because I am on Adam for Adam, which is like a gay hookup dating site, mostly hookup site. I'm on there because I'm a photographer, and I'm a pro photographer, and I have a pro account on there, so... I do visit profiles and try to start conversations with people. And every day as I'm going through profiles, I read over and over again, if you're over 30, don't contact. And I just think, I'm old. It seriously makes me feel old. But then I think 30 is not really old. Like, that's not even half a lifespan, I don't think. So... it just, even though I'm not even looking for a relationship, I'm very happy in my relationship with Stafford. Whenever it comes to like making friends, I feel like I want to make friends that would want to have me, but I feel like those are kind of few and far between because I'm over 30. It really baffles me. It baffles my brain. Yeah, I really am. I'm truly struggling with it. I can make a lot of jokes and I can be funny and everything, but that's a tough thing. That's a very tough thing whenever you start feeling more and more unwanted as ages come. You know, again, I'm very thankful for my relationship with Stafford, and I'm very thankful for the friends that I have. But, you know, whenever you read that over and over again, I can only imagine how someone who is over 30 might feel reading that. Now, for me personally, like, whenever I was looking for somebody to be in a relationship with, I was pretty open. However, like, I even have that issue where I would kind of in my mind do an age range, and it would be 10 years either way. And I was pretty open to 10 years. Stafford is actually 11 years if you really look at it. He is 20. He turns 21 in October, and I'll be 32 in September. So 11 years really between us, and that was a little bit much even because I wouldn't even go too far young, but Stafford is pretty mature for his age, so yeah, and then 40 the other way, 40-ish, 41. But those are my limitations, and that doesn't mean that I would cut off like talking to somebody that was older than that. I just would be I wouldn't be open to having sex with that person or seeking out a relationship with that person. I don't know exactly what causes that. It's just in my mind it feels like we would have too much not in common. And the sexual attractiveness is kind of not there for me. I'm not saying that just like automatically would have disqualified everybody that was over that age range, but yeah, I kind of kept to a range. And I didn't ever put that on my profile. I would have never put that on any kind of dating profile anywhere because I was still open to friends. So for people to put that on a profile, it really gets me. And I can only imagine what somebody who is 30 or 31 or 32 or in their 40s or 50s, how they feel to go from one profile to the next and see that not over 30. Don't message me if you're over 30. I can only imagine how that feels to somebody and trying to find their place. I mean, I think that the right way to go about it is to kind of say, okay, well, you're ignorant for not being open to at least meeting somebody that's over that 30. However, on the flip side of that, now that I'm really thinking about it, on the flip side of that, most of the people who, like even now as I have an Adam for Adam account for photography, I still get older perverts, a lot of older perverts who write me and want sex. And it's like, no. So I can only imagine on the flip side of that, like being 20 and constantly being hounded by people in their 40s or 50s or 60s wanting to hook up and wanting to have a sexual relationship and then getting to the point where you're like, okay, no one over 30 contact me because this is getting annoying. And it does really get annoying. Like it still gets annoying for me getting messages from people in their mid 40s and 50s and 60s and sometimes even 70s writing me and wanting to hook up, and yeah, no, it wouldn't happen even if I was single, sorry. So I get it. It's just hard to find a balance in it and understand it and not get upset about it and feel kind of out of place and almost dead because of like reading it. Because you almost want to say, hey, no, you can still have friends, but at the same time, even though you can still have friends that are over that 30, a lot of times if you open that up, like I said, you're going to have the older perverts writing, and it's just not good. I'm not a huge fan of older perverts. I just don't. I'm not a huge fan of it. So I can kind of understand it from multiple standpoints, I guess. Yeah. I think I'm just really thinking about becoming 32 and like how scary that is. It's not necessarily, not even that I'm seeing it on Adam, I think. It's like I see that on Adam for Adam, but I also... Okay, we're going to try this. My battery in my camera died, so I'm going to use my phone for a little bit, even though I can't see myself or know exactly what's going on. Anyway, I also feel like it's like, you know what I'm saying now? I hate it when that happens. I also feel like that, like I'm to the age now where I'm thinking, you know what, I should have been a lot more successful. I should have done a lot more with my life. Why have I not done more with my life? But then I also realized that I went on a journey and traveled across America over a year and a half, and I'm still kind of on that 5-year journey, and lived on the streets for a year to be able to find myself and my passion. And what is success? I mean, I have a perfect relationship, an amazing relationship with a wonderful guy, and that's success. So, I don't know. I am rambling at this point. I am so sorry. I am just in the mindset of like questioning this whole age thing and not wanting to get older, but happy about getting older because it just means that I'm growing and learning and still moving forward. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Let me know what you think. Leave some comments down below. Like the video. Don't like it if you don't like it. And subscribe. Like and subscribe. Yeah, so that's all I got. Sorry about the camera battery dying. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.